Shalom, all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutation to the 144,000 and 130 left, the nation of Israel. I'm your brother Kabash from the GMS Atlanta camp, and I'm here with the hope for the final lesson through the spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi. And in this lesson, I'm going to get into this Times of India article. See, news source out of India. It says, solar eclipse August the 2nd will bring 6 minutes of total darkness. Check date, time, and visibility areas for a once in 100 years phenomenon. This was posted by timesofindia.com July 25th, 2025. Let's see, 12/11. It says, a rare celestial event, the Great North African Eclipse, will occur on August the 2nd, 2027. So a year and a half from now, this sign in the heavens is going to appear. We already had several, we had a solar eclipse, I think, last year. And there was a couple of blood moons this year. And I think one coming up in October too, if I'm not mistaken. But, scripture talks about the signs in the heavens and the perplexity of the people. And the more and more these things keep coming upon the earth, the more and more it's going to be revealing that the Lord is on his way back. That's all these signs are really here for, is to show the coming of the Lord. Right here it says, millions across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East will witness a total solar eclipse lasting up to 6 minutes and 23 seconds. This will be the longest total solar eclipse visible from land between 1991 and 2114. The number 2114 can refer to a variety of things, including a specific time, a U.S. code session, years from 4000 to 1700 BC should redirect to the relevant century. Because I'm thinking it may be talking about this will be the longest total solar eclipse visible from land between 1991 and 2114. I wonder what this means. Because I don't think it's talking about dates. Great. Okay, land from between 1991 and 2114 refers to the Great North African Eclipse. Longest totality. The eclipse duration or totality will be the longest visible from land between 1991 and 2114. So that is what that is going into. So, right, it says, with such an extended period of totality and broad visibility, this awe-inspiring celestial phenomenon would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for millions of people across continents, sky watchers, scientists, photographers alike. It is expected to attract global attention, spark scientific discoveries. See, they ain't doing it over there in the East for like this BS over there when they had the solar eclipse. You know what I'm saying? I forgot where it was landing though. I think it was somewhere in like the Midwest or something. Last time the eclipse came, it was one down here in that reached Georgia too. Um, but people when they was in those type of events like the solar eclipse in America, they added folly to it. But over here in the East, they talking about it is expected to attract global attention, spark scientific discoveries, boost terrorism. Well, terrorism be everywhere and create unforgettable memories. They similar to the West, but the more so is going to be well, these people don't understand what the sign is, but I'm just giving my input on how the sky watchers and scientists and photographers is going to take this event more serious than regular people. So it is a rare cosmic alignment that's going to happen, but this rare cosmic event is really part of the scriptures. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. And it reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord." Verse 2, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So these sayings are in this book, which is the paper, and they are faithful and true. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse, I'm going to start at verse 24. "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword." This is Yahawashi prophesying about the Roman invasion 70 AD, and also, going into the future of when the time of the Gentiles, after they trodden us down, be fulfilled. So right here it says in verse 24, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations." This is talking about Israel being led away captive and being hit by the edge of the sword, which at that time was the Roman special forces, different legions of the Vespasian. It's like the Flavian dynasty, but Vespasian was a head at that time of the Flavian dynasty. He was the leader at that time, along with his two sons, Titus and Domitian. And we was led away captive by the Romans, and we also were scattered throughout all nations as well. And it says, "And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles." So they had Jerusalem on lock. Even to this day, they have Jerusalem on lock. There's no Israelites over there except a few, but it's not how it used to be in the time of King David and King Solomon. All the 12 tribes over there. Southern Kingdom stayed over there, but we was all moved out of their land, or we was in slavery. And it says, "And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled." Now the Gentiles times of it being fulfilled is talking about now, because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So right now, Esau, the so-called white man, is a superpower. You see his establishment in his kingdoms. which are his modern day heavens and earth. He has the rule and the power like these other kingdoms back in the day. But he's about to fall. Because right now, those heathens, Esau and those uh, uh, Arabs over there in the land, they are trodden down on our land. Those Gentiles that the scripture speaks about. The natural Gentiles, not Israel. And we in that time of the Gentiles being fulfilled. And it says right here in verse 25, and there should be signs in the sun. We just read that article. It's going to be a solar eclipse over there in the east, running around the Mediterranean Sea. Got North Africa. I think over there in Turkey too as well. Up in Europe. So right here it says, and then the moon and in the stars. And I think this year we may have a blood moon, like I mentioned. Um, let's see, blood moon eclipse. Okay, it was one this year, March. Or maybe a lunar eclipse. Okay, there is a total lunar eclipse visible in the eastern hemisphere on September the 7th, 2025. This is right around the time of Day of Atonement too, and also other high holy days as well. At the Feast of Trumpets, Feast of Tabernacles. And it says it will be visible in Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. The eclipse will also be visible in parts of North and South America, the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. The total eclipse will last for 1 hour and 22 minutes. So this is a long solar eclipse. And it says right here what to expect during the eclipse. The moon will pass through Earth's shadow, potentially turning a reddish color, often called a blood moon. This reddish hue is caused by sunlight being refracted through Earth's atmosphere onto the moon. So yeah, these are signs in the earth that's happening, man. And those are clear signs that the Lord is on the way. He's on the way to judge the earth. And it says, and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, apora in the Greek. The word perplexity in the Greek is apora, the state of one who is in perplexity. Perplexity in the context of a search engine called Perplexity. No. Okay, inability to deal with or understand something complicated, or unaccountable. That's how these people gonna be in these last days, which is already happening right now. Everybody has an inability to deal with situations, especially in these households. The Lord said a man should be a foe in his own house. And not just talking about the man only, but these women. Also talks about the son should go against the father, the daughter against the mother, vice versa. We're seeing a lot of these things happen, man. People can't deal with everyday life, even if they ain't, super poor, like people sleeping on the bridge and whatnot. They got a house, they got a car, they got somewhere to lay their head. They're not living in the shelter, but these people can't deal with each other because their real true appetite is not being sufficient with the provisions that the Lord is providing them daily. Making them go to work and, you know, having the basic necessities, the things to be grateful about, but they, commit murder suicide on their family and murdering them their own selves. In particular, Jake and a lot of these other nations are doing the same thing too. But that's that perplexity that the Lord is talking about. That's happening on the earth. And it says, or understand something complicated or unaccountable. They can't understand what the Lord is bringing on the earth. Why Jake is bugging out, why these people just ultimately ending their life for little or nothing, or killing, or it's like murdering somebody for really nothing. There's no motive but to just destroy them, take their life. So these people have no understanding. And also these governments, they fighting against each other for power, greed. The sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Yeah, a lot of people hearts are failing them. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. For the powers of heaven should be shaken. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to touch on in this lesson. These signs is a stigma or a mark of the Lord on his way back. So with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, great millstone, citation to the 144,000. Quam the elect, Shalom.